If you've ever sat there wondering, should I use an RRSP or a TFSA? And what the heck is a segregated fund versus a mutual fund? You are not alone. Most middle-income Canadians are never taught how this works. So today, I'm going to break it all down in plain language so you can make the smartest choice for your future. So let's start with this. What's the difference between an RRSP and a TFSA? Well, an RRSP is called a tax-deferred plan. That means you save today, but you'll pay tax later when you take the money out in retirement. It's actually designed to help you save for retirement. That's really the goal. Tax-free savings account is a tax-free plan. You pay tax on the money you put in, but after that, you never pay tax on it again. The growth is tax-free, and when you take the money out, it's tax-free too. And a TFSA is flexible. You can use it for retirement or for any other savings goals you have along the way. Now, what's the difference between a mutual fund and a segregated fund? Well, a mutual fund is a pool of investments like stocks, bonds, things like that, and it's managed by a fund manager. It doesn't have any insurance built in. It's just an investment, whereas a segregated fund is kind of like a mutual fund, but it's wrapped inside an insurance contract. That insurance wrapper gives you a few extra benefits. It can help your money bypass probate, which means it goes straight to your beneficiary without delays. It may offer creditor protection in some situations, and it can give you death guarantees, meaning your beneficiary gets at least 75 or 100% of the original value you invested, even if the markets went down. Now, because of those protections, segregated funds often have higher fees than regular mutual funds. Now, how do these all work together? Well, you can hold mutual funds or segregated funds inside your RSP or your TFSA. Either one works. It's like choosing a wrapper and then you're choosing the engine inside. So you could have an RRSP with a mutual fund, an RRSP with a segregated fund, a TFSA with a mutual fund, and a TFSA with the segregated fund. So which one makes the most sense for a middle-income Canadian family? Now, if your main goal is long-term growth and keeping fees low, a mutual fund inside an RSP or TFSA is usually the simpler and cheaper option. But if your goal is to have estate planning benefits, say you want the money to go directly to your kids or spouse and avoid probate, then a segregated fund can make sense, especially inside a tax-free savings account, which is already tax-free, or in a non-registered account. Now, if you're self-employed or you're concerned about potential creditors, segregated funds may also give you some extra protection. That's the breakdown. Hopefully it was simple and clear.